The Ring magazine have reported that Moses Itauma will be making a swift return to the ring. The 20-year-old heavyweight prospect will be fighting on the undercard of Oleksandr Usyk versus Daniel Dubois at Wembley on July the 19th. Now, Frank Warren, aka Uncle Frank, he's also confirmed this news. However, we don't know who the opponent is going to be for Moses Itauma come July 19th at Wembley. The big question now everyone is asking, who the hell is Itauma going to fight next? That is the big question now. There's a few names that have been thrown out there. Do you know what I mean? I have a few names as well that I want to suggest. There's a few fighters that I want to see Moses Itauma step up against to really show to us, to prove to us that he's the real deal. So far, let's be real. He's been fighting some tomato cans, taxi drivers, bin men, whatever you want to call them. No disrespect to those professions. Do you know what I mean? It's just a metaphor that we use in boxing. We don't mean no disrespect to bin men, to taxi drivers or anything like that. There's no disrespect. What we're trying to say is you don't train in the line. There might be a few taxi drivers who actually fight. So I don't know why we even say that. But anyways, yeah, Moses Itauma has to step the levels up. Do you know what I mean? He has to go up a level and, do you know what I mean, really test himself. Now, there's a few names that's being thrown out there, yeah? Jermaine Franklin, I've heard that a lot, but for me personally, Jermaine Franklin, like, he hasn't impressed me, man. It hasn't impressed me. Listen, it will be a good fight. I think it will be a good test for Moses Itauma at Wembley, but because the fight is at Wembley, yeah, is on British soil, to help that card, yeah, to really hype up that card even more and help Uncle Frank sell more tickets and pay-per-views, I'm suggesting get Dave Allen in there, man. That's just my suggestion. Like, get Dave Allen in there. Dave Allen has got the momentum. He just smacked up another prospect in Johnny Fisher. Absolutely obliterated him. Do you know what I mean? So right now, Dave Allen, he's got the momentum. Yeah, he's got the whole of Sheffield behind him. He's got all the eyes of the boxing world at him. Do you know what I mean? Like, that would be a good fight. And Dave Allen, we already know what we're going to get from Dave Allen. He's going to go in there and he's going to go to fight. He's going to scrap. Because you know what? He's got nothing to lose, man. He's going to make good money from it. He's going to get all the publicity. And if Dave Allen loses, yo, listen, people are going to say, yo, anyway, we never expected Dave Allen to be at that level. Do you know what I mean? But for me, in terms of momentum, if you want to get the interest of the British boxing public, do you know what I mean? And also to get Moses Itauma tested. Do you know what I mean? Dave Allen is going to test him. He's going to bring that smoke. He's going to come forward. And Dave Allen also, yeah, he's going to want to, like, do it again. Like, he already took care of one prospect. He's going to want to do the same thing again to Moses Itauma. Imagine Dave Allen goes in there and smokes Moses Itauma. Whoa. Whoa, whoa. That would be crazy. That would be crazy. But for me, yeah, I feel like Dave Allen really deserves that type of big fight. He deserved it. He's earned it. He's worked so hard from it. Do you know what I mean? People played a lot of games with him. Now that he smoked Johnny Fisher, listen, man, give that guy an opportunity, man. And that will be a great test for the young Moses Itauma, because you're going to have someone in there, yeah, who's not going to be scared of him, who's not going to be afraid of the name, who's not going to be blindsided by all the lights and glamour, everything that comes, you know, with a Wembley fight and all that. So get Moses Itauma in the ring with Dave Allen. That's for me. Some people are saying Dillian White. I don't think so. It can't be Dillian White because Dillian White is fighting this month or whatever. Is it June? Dillian White's fighting in June. So it's not going to be Dillian White. Joe Joyce, I don't think it's going to be Joe Joyce. What are the other names? One name, actually two names that have definitely been ruled out, yeah. Now, despite all the trash talk from Moses Itauma and Frank Warren, yeah, talking all that smack here, I'm actually quite surprised that Martin Bakole has been ruled out. Frank Warren has ruled out Martin Bakole. Now, if Frank Warren was so confident, if Frank Warren was so assured of Moses Itauma's talent, why not put him in there against Martin Bakole? I don't get that. Do you know what I mean? I don't get that. Why all of a sudden the track back? Oh no, not Martin Bakole. Why not? Because if Moses Itauma and Frank Warren really meant business, if they really wanted all that smoke, Itauma will be fighting Martin Bakole at Wembley. Do you know what I mean? But they don't want that smoke. They understand, especially Frank Warren. He's been in the game long enough to understand that, yeah, you do not risk a prospect like Moses Itauma who can earn you hundreds of millions in the future. You don't risk him right now against Martin Bakole. Say whatever you want about Martin Bakole. He's unprofessional. He's unconditioned. He doesn't train well. He's not disciplined. But listen, if you put Martin Bakole in there with Moses Itauma, there is a big risk that Moses Itauma loses that fight. Big risk. Do you know what I mean? Martin Bakole can't pull it out of the bag. We've seen it. We've seen it against Jared Anderson. He pulled it out of the bag, smoked Jared Anderson. Where's Jared Anderson now? Do you know what I mean? I'll let you answer that at home. Joseph Parker, the WBA #1 mandatory challenger. He's been ruled out also. He's been ruled out. Now, I don't know why people were thinking Joseph Parker's going to fight Moses Itauma. Why would Parker do that? After all the hard work that Joseph Parker has done, beating Deontay Wilder, he beat Zhilei Zhang, and he beat Martin Bakole. Why would Parker risk his position against a 20-year-old prospect? He's not going to do that. Listen, I'm confident Parker can go in there and absolutely smoke Moses Itauma, but he's not going to risk that. Parker's in the best position of his life, mate. He can just chill and wait for the winner of Daniel Dubois versus Oleksandr Usyk. He's already been assured by Uncle Frank that he's going to get that fight. He's going to get the winner. So Parker, I don't know why people were thinking Parker's going to be involved in this drama. Like, you can rule Parker out of it. Parker is a big fish. Do you know what I mean? He's playing different games. He's not going to come down to the level of Moses Itauma. Not yet anyway. Maybe in the future that could be a fight, but not as of yet. Andy Ruiz, people are also saying, yo, Andy Ruiz is a good matchup for Moses Itauma to test himself against. Again, I'm going to say this, yeah? Andy Ruiz, yeah, despite his shortcomings, yeah, I saw his last fight against Gerald Miller. Despite his shortcomings, again, despite his ill discipline, he's not professional, that guy as well, yeah. Like in between fights, like he just balloons. He's got no discipline in it. We can say whatever we want about Andy Ruiz, but listen, a focused Andy Ruiz, yeah, he's got fast hands. He's got a bit of power about him. We saw what he did to AJ. His upper body movement is excellent. Listen, he could be a big problem for Moses Itauma. Do you know what I mean? He can be a big problem. A potential banana skin. And also, don't forget, Andy Ruiz is a southpaw too. He's a southpaw just like Moses Itauma. Now, I haven't really looked at all the opponents that Itauma has fought, but I haven't seen him fight no southpaws. Actually, no. He fought a southpaw last time, innit? Mike Balogun, he's a southpaw. So, okay, so he done well. But against Andy Ruiz, who's a former world champion, a bit more experience than Moses Itauma, yeah, and he's and Ruiz is for AJ, he's for some big boys out there, yeah. He will be a tough challenge for Moses Itauma. So therefore, yeah, Andy Ruiz for me, he's ruled out of this. And also, July is around the corner now. Andy Ruiz, he needs at least 6 months to get ready for fights, man. He's not gonna take this fight on with 2 months. Do you know what I mean? He's not gonna do that. Well, just under a month, whatever. He's not gonna take that fight. Do you know what I mean? It's just not something that Andy Ruiz does. So for me, yeah, just to conclude this video, Moses Itauma versus Dave Allen is the fight to make. Is the fight to make. Both are British fighters. I'm sure, is Moses Itauma British or Latvian? He's British, isn't it? So, Dave Allen, British fighter, British soul at Wembley, mate, is gonna be crazy. They'll sell extra pay-per-views, extra tickets, and that'll be a great test for Moses Itauma. Like I said, man, make it happen. Frank Warren, make Dave Allen versus Moses Itauma happen next. The fact that Moses Itauma is getting such a quick turnaround as well. Yeah, he just fought Mike Balogun last week. Now he's coming back July. It just tells me that, especially him fighting on the undercard of Daniel Dubois versus Oleksandr Usyk, undisputed card. That's a massive card. Him fighting on that card, it just tells me that Uncle Frank is planning on getting Itauma a title fight early 2026. Definitely. Once he's putting him into these big stages, he's fighting so much quicker now. The turnarounds are much quicker. That means Itauma is going to fight at Wembley. Let's say he wins that. He clears that in July. Then he's probably going to fight around about October, November. He wins that. All of a sudden, world title. Early 2026. So we're saying like February, March. He fights for a world title. But also, that's also going to depend on who he fights and how he looks, isn't it? Like, if he fights a Dave Allen in July, smokes Dave Allen, and then in November or something, he fights someone like, who can he fight? He fights someone like a Martin Bakole. Let's just say fights a Martin Bakole, or a Kaba Yao, or a Zhile Zhang. One of those names, one of those guys at the top there. He fights one of them and beats them, definitely gets a title fight. Definitely gets the title fight. Listen, don't forget, I'm telling you this. Itauma will get a title fight early 2026, man. I have no doubt about it. If he continues winning, he's definitely going to get it, because Uncle Frank is planning everything very carefully, yeah? And trust me, when it comes to planning and shit, Uncle Frank is the guy, man. He's an old fox. He knows exactly what he's doing. But guys and girls, thank you so much for watching EMGM Sports. It's me, your boy Enzo. Please, let me know in the comments, man. Let me know in the comments, who should Itauma fight next? Who do you want to see him fight? I have Dave Allen as favorite to fight Itauma. Some people have Jermaine Franklin, Joe Joyce. There's a bunch of names there. Let me know in the comments, who do you think Itauma should fight next? Please don't forget to smash the like button. And if you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe, because that's the only way you're going to help us to grow. I'll be back real soon with another one. Until then, stay blessed, my people. Peace.